Hello, hello, hello. In today's episode of the podcast, I'm going to be talking about the list of digital marketing channels that can skyrocket your business. This is important because if you make the mistake of targeting your customers through the wrong channel, you will lose your marketing budget and your business might actually go bust. Number two, if you target the customer at the wrong stage with the wrong channel, you would also lose and waste money. So I'm going to first talk about the list of marketing channels, digital marketing channels. And then in the second section of the podcast, I'm going to be talking about those channels and how they align with the awareness stage, consideration stage, decision stage, purchase stage, and then the post purchase stage of the customer journey. This is the Digital Customer Journey podcast, and this is a perfect example of looking at the end to end digital journey and then aligning those marketing channels to it. So, let me start with the list of digital marketing channels before we then go ahead and talk about how they align to the customer journey. The first is your social media. What exactly is social media? Social media channels are Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and other social media platforms. Some of them are there, but they're not as popular as this ones. So social media will give you brand awareness. Social media channels in some instances are B2B, like LinkedIn. So it's for business to business, lead generation focus, where you can really target key decision makers. And then you have some social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok, as well as Pinterest as well, that would help you create brand awareness. And then you have social media channels like YouTube as well, although it's video focused, but YouTube is now aligning a little bit to become like TikTok. So what I want you to understand with social media is there is the tendency that the people that come to those social media are not necessarily ready to buy, but it gives you an opportunity to create awareness of your brand or brand association with influencers on those social media platforms. The next marketing channel you need to look at to skyrocket your business is email marketing. And email marketing is the highest ROI marketing channel, period. What this means is email marketing is so focused that it will help you get new customers. It will even help you get repeat customers, and it will help you get even customers that have not bought from you when they're in the process of buying to make sure they complete that purchase. So, email marketing is another marketing channel you need to look at. And also, you can also collaborate with other people to use their email list to promote your product or services. Another marketing channel that is often ignored is SMS marketing. Similar to email, as a business owner, some of your email marketing platform would also have SMS features and functionalities. So while you're using email as a channel, you can also have the same type of strategy for SMS campaigns as well, because the deliverability of SMS is really, really strong. Then you then need to look at your marketing channels in two aspects. First, you need to understand that there is the paid version of your marketing channel and there is the organic channel. Ideally, people would think that the organic channel is free. No, it's not free. You have to invest money to create content, to promote those content, to get backlinks to those organic channels. And on the paid channel, you then have pay to play, where you pay money to those platforms like Google ads, like Facebook ads, like LinkedIn ads, Twitter ads, TikTok ads, Pinterest ad. You even have Spotify ads as paid advertising. Then you have YouTube ads as well as even retargeting ads where your business or product will appear on multiple websites that people visit after they visited your website. So that's another marketing channel, which is paid advertising marketing channel. And there's a new kid on the block, which is called generative engine optimization. This is basically having a presence in platforms such as ChatGPT, Perplexity, and all other AI platform. At the time of recording, these platforms do not really offer paid advertising at the moment, but some of them, like Perplexity, have started offering that. So this is another new marketing channel that wasn't present like 12 months ago. Now you need to consider that as part of your digital marketing channel, and under that umbrella of generative engine optimization, which is different to SEO, is G. Then another type of marketing channel that you can look at is affiliate marketing. This is a situation where people that speak about the type of product that you sell will advertise your product or services on their website, and for a commission, they will send traffic to you. So that's partnership. And another type of marketing, I've mentioned it before, is the organic version of video ads. That's where you then look at YouTube as a video optimization channel. Also, platforms like TikTok as well, Instagram also allows you share organic video, but the problem is you might not have as much reach as you would traditionally when you use paid advertising. And also you then have referrals as well. Referrals and word of mouth is a kind of, although it's not really digital, but you can use digital channels to nudge people to give you referrals to your website. So now that we've talked about the list of digital marketing channels, now let's now look at those channels and how they apply to the stages of the customer purchase. Let's start with the awareness stage. Ideally, SEO as a channel can work for you from an awareness perspective. So this is a gray area because that's where generative engine optimization, AI platforms is also stealing traffic from Google, from search engines in this perspective. So from the awareness stage, the informational search heavily, some people are using generative search, generative engine optimization to do their research. So when you're looking at your SEO channel, you want to look at using your informative blog posts and product pages, as well as AI recommendation as an awareness generator for your brand. And the metric that you want to focus on when you're looking at SEO is you want to make sure that you're looking at the website traffic. Really drill down to that website traffic and see that, okay, this marketing channel, how is it impacting on brand awareness? So you want to look at how you're performing from a brand and non-brand perspective. Those are the metrics that you want to look at. Another metric you want to look at for SEO is your keyword ranking as well. And for the awareness stage as well, you can use paid advertising for awareness, not just for conversion alone. One thing I want you to understand is there's some marketing channels that will work for multiple stages of the customer purchase. It's not just like if it's just awareness and just awareness alone, it will work for multiple stages of the customer purchase. So let's continue with the awareness stage. So you can use paid advertising for social media platforms like YouTube, video ads, as well as search engines like Google ads and other paid advertising channels, Pinterest ads, and other ads as well, even TikTok ads. So the metric you want to look at for here as a business owner is you want to look at how much is the cost per acquisition, because if you're not careful with using this channel as an awareness channel, you would quickly waste money and your marketing budget will be wasted. So you want to lean a little bit more on the organic for this perspective. The good thing about generative engine optimization is when you're using AI tool to showcase your brand for that brand awareness, organically, people are going to ask follow-up questions. That's why generative AI and generative engine optimization is conversational. So it will reduce the length of time that it takes people to convert. So the metric you want to focus on for paid advertising is the cost per acquisition. You also want to look at the conversion rate. You want to look at the bounce rate as well. And you want to pay attention to the return on ad spend. For the awareness stage of your customer journey as well, you can use video and display ads to create awareness. And one thing you want to focus on is making sure that your brand is appearing in relevant YouTube videos and relevant TikTok or other videos. And the videos that you're going to be showing will be short, very, very straight to the point. And the goal of these videos is to create that awareness for your brand. Another thing you can get awareness for is using traffic such as the influencer marketing. What this means is working with micro influencers. The influencing space is a very delicate one, so you need to be careful. Sometimes you can have an influencer that has a large following, but the engagement level is not really, really good. So you want to really target micro influencers, and the key metric you want to focus on here is the reach and the impression that they're getting. I mentioned as well about the engagement rate that they have, their followers have. So you want to really, really pay attention to that. And how does that influencer collaboration influence your brand uplift? How does it increase your direct traffic that from your brand, your direct, when you look at SEO, how does that influencer relationship influence your brand recall and direct traffic to your website through your brand term? Another thing you also want to look at is industry blogs, and this is a little bit aligned with influencer marketing and referrals. And you just want to look at the quality of the traffic you're getting from that perspective. From an awareness standpoint as well, you can have a presence on price comparison website, review websites, because although some people would have gone to those sites in their comparison stage, but they can also discover your brand or your product on those review websites if you have a presence there. So that will offer you an awareness, because if they're already down the funnel and they have a short list of products or services that they're thinking to buy, the fact that your brand is present on those review websites gives you an opportunity for that visibility. And obviously, another awareness channel, which is not necessarily digital, is word of mouth marketing. So these are the awareness stage of the customer journey, and these are the channels that you need to consider when you're looking at your awareness stage. So next, let's talk about the consideration stage. The channels, the digital marketing channels you need to look at for consideration stage is primarily your website. So you want to make sure that your product pages are really, really optimized. And the metric that you're going to be focusing on is the click through rate from whatever traffic sources is landing directly on your product pages or your services pages for B2B. And you also want to make sure that you're looking at the conversion rate from that product page as well. This is for the consideration stage. Then, for the consideration stage, another marketing channel you want to focus on is retargeting. Retargeting basically is someone coming to your website and not converting. They're still thinking about buying, they're not sure, they're still contemplating. You want to then follow them around. Sometimes it sounds like stalking, but you want to also appear on other websites and remind them of the products that they've not completed their purchase. And for this as well, this consideration stage, you can also use email marketing. And that's what we called cart abandonment email. So when someone comes to your website, starts a process of buying from you, and they're not buying from you, for the consideration stage of the customer purchase journey, you want to use email marketing to bring them back. And for email marketing and even for retargeting, the metric you want to focus on is the click through rate as well, the engagement rate, and then the cost per acquisition for those retargeting is what you're going to look at. For email marketing, the cost is almost zero apart from the cost of your staff and the cost of the email platform. That's why email marketing is the most cost effective of them all. I failed to mention that email marketing is also relevant for the awareness stage. You can use email to get new customers when they land on your website, or you can even collect their email directly from the search engine or paid advertising platform. So for B2B, you can then look at virtual in-person events. That's another consideration of avenue. But for online, you can also use review website, because when someone is aware of your brand or aware of a product and they're in the consideration stage, they would most likely read reviews as well. So you want to make sure that you have an optimized review on all these Trustpilot and other reviews and rating websites as well. So from the consideration stage, let's now look at the purchase, the decision and the purchase stage of the customer journey. The question is, what are the marketing channels that you need to focus on and target to make sure that when people get to this stage of the journey, they're really, really, really ready to buy? Again, your website product page, your shopping cart page, and your payment page are important pages that you need to pay attention to. For this purchase stage, is not just one page that would make you close the sale. You need to look at the most important metric, which is increasing conversion rates and reducing cart abandonment. Another thing you also need to look at is your physical store location. If you have an e-commerce store and you have a physical presence as well, it's not all the traffic that will convert. You need to make sure that you have a seamless transition for people to go into the store. And the metric you want to be looking at for this is the extra purchase that people make when they go into the store, because people have the tendency of buying more products when they go into the store, or even services in some instances with B2B. So the metric you want to focus on is also how many times do they come back to the store, because the store experience would then determine the repeat purchase that they are going to get. So that's the important element you need to pay attention to when it comes to the decision and purchase stage of the customer journey. So let's look at the post-purchase section of the customer journey. What channels do you need to focus on for this part of the journey? When someone buys from you, they want a good experience with email you send them to confirm the purchase, to confirm the shipping, to let them know when the product is going to be delivered. And the metric you want to be focused on, again, is engagement rate with the emails that you're sending with them, and also the potential of repeat purchase from the emails that you also send them. Mind you, there's a whole strategy for the post-purchase journey when it comes to email marketing. If you need help creating a post-purchase strategy to increase repeat purchase, reach out to me and I'll give you a template that will help you increase the return and repeat purchase through email. So you need to also look at the click and collect experience. Although we're talking about digital marketing strategies, for the post-purchase journey, the in-store experience that they have, and even the delivery, the way the product is packaged and delivered to them, is going to play a real impact on the post-purchase sale of your customer. And the metric you want to focus on is you want to look at the collection time. What is the experience of the customer, and what is exactly the customer satisfaction experience of this customer, and what is the pickup process like? These are the things that you need to pay attention to in your post-purchase flow of the journey. And also, once people have bought, there's also the social media aspect. When I buy something and I'm not happy and I'm trying to reach them through email or anything, if they're not responding to me, I just pop into their social media channel and ping them an email on social media. They are always quick to respond on social media because they don't want you commenting or saying things on social media. So you as an organization, this stage of your customer purchase journey is equally important. So you need to make sure that you are looking at the customer support part of your customer journey using social media. Your social media is not just for the awareness, consideration, and other stages. Your social media is also really important for your post-purchase journey as well. And also, some websites will have help sections. the help section is not just for people that are trying to buy. The help section is also for people that have bought from you and they're looking for information on how to use the product, how to install the product, how to return the product, how to whatever problem they have. The help section of your website, although those section does not necessarily have traffic, you need to make sure that those sections are really optimized. So even if they just have like 50, 60 traffic per month, you know that those traffic are really targeting people at the post-purchase journey. So if your SEO strategy is not advanced enough, you would not really give much attention to those pages. But if you're thinking from a customer journey perspective, you will then understand the importance of this help section. So the next stage of the customer journey that you need to look at when you're looking at your digital marketing channel and how to align it is the advocacy and loyalty stage of the journey. And one thing you want to look at is, do you have a platform? It could be your website, it could be social media, it could be third-party website, where you are allowing and encouraging people to post user-generated content. This user-generated content will come in the shape of reviews and ratings or actual product experiences and recommendations as well. Some of those recommendations can be on your website. Some of the recommendations can be on other platforms. So the metric that you want to focus on here is the number of reviews that you get and the ratings as well. For the 5-star rating, you want to thank them for giving you that 5-star rating. For the 3-star rating and the lower ratings, you want to make sure that you're not automating how you respond to these people. You want to have a human-to-human connection with them so you can resolve that problem, and you can easily create a strategy where you can then change a 3-star review to a 5-star review, or satisfy them enough where they are then inclined to delete that negative review, even if they're not going to give you a 5-star review. And also customer loyalty programs where you incentivize and encourage your customers for repeat purchase, and you improving their experience to kind of encourage them to feel an affinity to your product, your service, or your cause, or your value proposition. This will go a long way to help with the advocacy stage of the customer journey. And the metric you need to focus on here is the repeat purchase frequency and the word of mouth referrals you get as well. So when it comes to customer lifetime value and customer retention, the loyalty and the advocacy plays a really, really huge part. This breakdown of the lists of digital marketing channels and then aligned with the customer purchase journey and the phases of the customer purchase will be different for different organizations. Some organizations would not require as much marketing channels, while some will require different channels for different stages of that customer journey. There is no one size fits all. So I have a template that I can work with you to create an effective list of digital marketing channels that will work for your business to help you skyrocket your business. My name is Femi Olajiga. If you need a copy of the template, connect with me on LinkedIn, send me a message, and you can book a one-to-one strategy session. I can help you create the best effective digital marketing channel that will skyrocket your digital marketing. Connect with me. In the next episode of the podcast, I'm going to be talking about digital marketing strategies. I'm going to be talking about how you can really, really implement effective digital marketing strategy, which will even explain further about the customer journey experience that you need to work on. My name is Femi Olajiga. If you're new to the podcast, subscribe, like, share. And if you're listening to this podcast on podcast platform, also like, share. Thank you. Bye.
If you've got a real life question, challenge, or scenario that you would like covered, Femi can cover it in the future episodes of the podcast. Just drop him a message on LinkedIn. Femi is also available for one-to-one coaching and consultancy services as well. So head over to LinkedIn, connect with him, and send in your message.